Welcome everyone to another edition of the Airy Sky Rita Lee edition, also known as Living Simply Fun, also known as San Juan Island Preppers. Today is 3:30 2024 rant edition, including but not shall be limited to shall you still be prepping still, updates, fears, and more. So today's first topic of the day is, let's just get this out of the way, fears. This fears is going to be part of my rant edition today. Yes. Now, I'm going to give you guys the most interesting thing in the world, okay? The most interesting thing. But first, neighbor brought me her son. She's moving out as well. We got a lot of move outs coming up right now, right? My rant today is simple, okay? My rant is going to be big. First, we're going to be talking about the fears, okay, as preppers. So I got an email, right? No, you're not to watch this video. Really? Oh, well, it doesn't. So basically from the Higgins, okay, I'm not going to stick another beehive on his head. The polar bear has already done that too many times. It goes in one ear and out the other. So here's how I'm going to explain it, okay? Now, this election's going to be a big election year, okay? This is a fear people are using right now. Oh, well, our economy needs to be better. We have to rally for Trump. I'll rally against who I want, but I also will call people names who I want, okay? For example, I told Higgins today, honestly, if you got redneck hilljack goons and Republicans basically turning around and literally taking away some of the programs I think they should take away, but we're not here about program cutting. We're here about what needs to be done, okay? Now, I'm not here to basically insult anyone like the Higgins or the Pee-wees or whatever affiliation, but to me, the true Republicans currently can't get off their butt, all right? They can't even get their head out of the butt. You got Republicans, and then you got MAGA Republicans, okay? To me, it doesn't matter. You're going to either get a nobody, or both parties ain't going to do jack crap, okay? This is why I don't trust people. When it comes to, no, well, you're not to vote Democrat. Oh, you're not to vote Republican. No, here's what I'm going to complain about, okay? My gripe is, you don't send me an email telling me to watch a video that's got some redneck hilljack goons on it. Basically doesn't even do. So I contacted my own redneck hilljack goons who are in military and military intelligence. They literally said, again, this is a freaking fear tactic. Yeah, you preppers out there, oh, we need to vote for Trump, otherwise our economy is going down the toilet again. Woo, look, I just checked the fucking Dow Jones this morning. Fucking Dow Jones it's been all-time high, almost 40,000 points. Why? No one's worried about this. Now, Higgins emailed me specifically, and we're not going to go into poking him about computers or poking him about, that's done. Water under the bridge. We're here today to poke Higgins about the bridge collapse, okay? Oh, well, his answer is I live in my own little world, so it doesn't affect me. Bullshit, it doesn't affect me because Amazon's hubs are along the western seaboard, not the east coast, the west seaboard. So technically, it doesn't apply to me, okay? Secondly, you'd have to knock out every fucking bridge in America to fucking seal off the infrastructure, okay? So someone basically collapsed a bridge. And what's that mean? We have so many ports. Look, they're like, oh, well, we have this problem where we're not going to be eating and we're not going to get our Amazon crap that we buy from China and they ship it and it goes to a warehouse in Philadelphia or Baltimore. Sorry. Correct me. I think it's Baltimore. Let me look that up because I don't want to basically look like an ass not talking about what I'm talking about. Okay. American infrastructure. Yeah. Poor condition. Thousands could collapse from a collision. Francis Scott, Baltimore. Okay, so it's Baltimore. Baltimore Oreos. The Baltimore Oreos. All right, let's get down to the brass tacks, okay? I love Higgins dearly, but this is not going to affect the world. I talked to Chloe, talked to Poppy, talked to everyone. There's preppers out there that think that you guys need to prep because it's life. Now, I went through my Buy It Again program this morning. Let me tell you, my Buy It Again program this morning, it doesn't affect much. Okay, oh yeah. $2. Coffee went up $2.50 for a can. Big deal. Now the Higgins, oh well, that's $2.50 less. That's because it's in millet. That's because it's Maxwell's house blend. You just choose something. Excuse me, he wants biscuit. I gave a bag full of biscuits that Aunt Pee Wee gave to one of my friends who delivered me some medicine the other day. Out of gesture. She doesn't buy her dog any treats. She's so stingy. Apparently, she's paying like 25 to 50 grand for lawyer fees to bring over a migrant that she wants to marry, some Belizean, I think it is. And that's all I'm going to say about it. But anyway, coffee, okay. Same price I paid, $8 for my regular blend I like. My Maxwell house went up in price, big deal. Ramen, got less than 2 cases left. That ramen went up to approximately $20, but it fluctuates, when bad days or good days, whatever. Let's see. Toilet paper went down. Paper towels went up. Bunny food's the same. Garbage bag stayed the same. I mean, look, one of the things that Zoe really loves about me is my knack for pricing things out, knowing the fluctuation. I mean, I do spreadsheets to that effect too. And I track things. Lately I have not been tracking anything because Higgins, being a little hill jack himself, got to poke fun at him, wonders why I go into the quiet room. Well, let's just say I made a promise to Higgins that I won't say a peep on certain issues, but because of it, I've been glued to Fae Farm. Yes, I got probably 20 hours in it already. Great game, man. Great game. 25 hours, I think, but damn. They got a storyline mode, like 4 dungeons. I'm on dungeon 2, and it's like farming sim where you get to fight. So it's like Root Factory. But anyways, so Windex, well, the salad dressing went up in price. Candy, okay, so I messaged someone about ramen. Whoa, look at that. Ramen did go up, but that's not because of supply chain issues. A lot of say it's the Ukrainian war. If we don't support the Ukrainian war, then we're not going to be getting our grain cheap. So think about it that way. What are you going to be eating when you go to the store? I mean, literally, once they know the grain goes up in price, they're going to start to think about raising the price on Higgins's. I'm poking at him again, but from a logistical point of view today, they're going to raise his better cheddars. Now you can say, oh, how come you don't eat better cheddars? Have you ever tried getting to town to get them? Literally, I got a portable cooler that can hold enough better cheddars for probably 8 or 9 meals. That's it. That's it. Throw some ice on, throw in better cheddars, close the lid. Now, I wish I could stack up and get 2 of those, but I'm taking dual coolers, which means I need to get in touch with someone soon. So, anywho, yeah. So, anyways, what else do I want to tell you guys? So basically today's first rant is supply chain issues. I do want to look up something real quick about supply chain. So basically I was looking for a bag, right, of my favorite candy, and apparently currently they're selling it in not a good thing. Now a lot of you guys have been wondering what's going on with my other rants. I'll get to that in a second. But my favorite candies currently, as I told Zoe, sold out. I mean, you can buy it in 5-pound bulk, but that's in bulk. You don't know what you're getting at it. You're getting it from someone who may or may not have candy, Yeah. Yeah, well, apparently, I could take a chance, buy it in a bulk. They might bag it up their own way, but so Higgins asked me if I would want a computer to run Skyrim. Sorry, I can play Skyrim on my Nintendo Switch. Why would I want to play Skyrim on a computer? I mean, literally. Unless you're asking me about allocating a computer to design it. My current computers will run Elder Scrolls 3 and 4, but Elder Scrolls Online's a different ball of wax. So that's why I asked about it, because of it. But anyways, so my rant today is not about the Higgins. All right, just poking at him. We're not going to go on much if he wants to poke. Well, so basically, my main rant today is literally that supply chain issues. Okay, I got an email. I looked it up. I read some reports. I'm saying, oh, this major. Look, there's major roads everywhere. I mean, look, you got a road. Okay, you got a road. Cars going past, the ship steers into it, slams into a column. Bridge collapses. Okay, cool. Not cool that people died, but the gist of the story is, our supply shipping. Look, you could literally spend maybe an extra money to get products out to Baltimore, okay? There's other ways to reroute things. You can either route it through the airport. You can have the Navy yards bring in the big tugs and bring them in. If they can supply carriers, they can logistically figure out how to rebuild a bridge. And while they're at it, we're rebuilding a bridge for our infrastructure. We're going to be worried. My next computer, I got to poke at him again. My next computer is going to be delayed because of the shipping delays. Don't care. Okay, look. Here's how we see things in the world, okay? I told Higgins, specifically, I love Higgins dearly as a sister, okay? I said, don't worry about it. Don't dwell on this crap. Look, you're dwelling on crap to basically make you feel better because this is all you do. People live a miserable, crappy life. That's all they think about. Oh, well, the Donald will make our life better. Or the Biden will make the life better. Look, I don't care if Demopoops or Republicans would literally do what they want, okay? Thing is, they both are useless. Do you see anything being passed right now? No, they barely get the bills literally passed in the House and Senate, okay? You guys sit there and you vote, you poke, you prod, and you sit there and you say, oh, the shipping problem is going to be a problem. Sorry to say, preppers, but think about it. Let's put it this way. Computers, they're in abundance. They're trying to have sales on them because there's not enough fastness. Higgins sees a deal. Oh, look, this cute little computer for $300. $300. $300, I can get an all-in-one. Made in China. Just like that little box you want. Made in China. Fortunately, Chloe, on the other hand, had her own opinion. So, we're going to get to the Chloe rant secondly. But back to the preppers rant. Are we worried? I'm not, because think about it. Well, let me just read you what Higgins said so we're on the same page. I'm not going to basically change wordings around. So basically, he, little computer, cute, wake up, go to sleep, wake up, go to sleep. That's what he said 21 hours ago. Hold on. Watch this video, please. Baltimore bridge collapse issues, economic issues are coming. Yeah, I've heard all this bullshit before. Okay, look. There's people that message me on my own email channel. They say, how much me and my moderators are smoking? Because we're too paranoid. Okay, we're prepping for what? Nothing. Literally. We're prepping for nothing. Let's see. Economic issues are coming. Better get your Amazon shopping done quickly. Oh, really? Oh, yes. Get my shopping done quickly. Look. So far, everything comes out of one hub. The one out of Portland or Redmond or Renton. Okay. So I watched this video, and this guy's like, oh, yeah, but the thing is, I sent the video to Chloe. Chloe saw the video. Chloe said, look, unless you fucking worried about every bridge in America going boom, boom, one bridge, it ain't going to affect the whole world. They can reroute it by trains. They can reroute it by trucks. They can even reroute it through different ports by shipping stuff down to the nearest hub. Heck, how about this for an example? They're all worried about backlogs of cargo ships, right? One guy said 3 to 5 years of the one in the East Coast is closed. Really? Maybe because of it, but guess what? If it wasn't for the truckers claiming there's not enough chassis, remember what I said about 18 months ago, and I got to reiterate this again? I said, but before we continue, I need to go on with the next comment, okay? I close this out so we can finish this. I don't want Higgins complaining about, you're misconstruing things, you lied, you cheated, you fibber. What he said was, You need to start thinking of us as largest family. No, I don't, because frankly, this is how I see myself, okay? I don't see anyone as a large family because not many people give a shit about me, okay? So technically, I do care for Higgins. Throw him a gift card. I got a couple projects for him. I got to get him on too soon. One was the ESO project. If he'd get off his ass, he'd have it done in no time. See, I could be nice too. See, not in the little island off the coast of Washington. Actually, yes, we can, because frankly, it doesn't affect me. Look, problem is you got to go in. Okay, I'm gonna work on a spreadsheet this weekend. Okay, I want to literally, basically find some. Okay, here's what we're gonna do to prove Higgins is completely wrong yet again with the stick up his butt. But first, neighbor gave me some Copenhagen. Thank you, neighbor. I don't like it, but what the hell? This is larger than you think. No, it isn't. It's small. It's a small little peanut of a project. Okay, it's what we call a non-starter. Yeah, Higgins is sitting there probably getting his teeth going. What do you mean non-starter? Simple. Doesn't affect me. Doesn't affect. Look, I gave you a biscuit. You didn't eat it all. You want to be on video? You want to be on video? Is that what you want to be? You want to be on video? Fine. We got to finish this conversation up. I know Zoe wants to see. Chloe wants to see. Hello. Woo, woo, woo. I want meat treats. Yes, I know. There's a shipping delay. Higgins says there's a shipping delay, so there's no meat treats for next 6 months. Sorry. So it seems Aunt Zoe's tuning in. A little tired. Let's see. Hey, sis, still at anyone? What is new? Rant time. So this bridge collapse. Higgins is paranoid. The thinks we're going to have a no. Look, there's nothing for you. You got biscuits over there. So point is, I'm here for a reason. Yes. Hope you feel better. I'm about 50% better. Neighbor finally said something. By the way, I just learned big news today. Big news. All right, I'll give you the news update here, people. So my neighbor, this one here, manager can't fill the 3 bedrooms, not filled. The neighbor this morning tells me the unit above my neighbor Trish's place. Above Trish's place, the one that this Lacey person got evicted from, or jailed. She's in jail, right? Lost her place, everything else, right? Manager didn't have to do much work. State's coming down on them to say, that, the unit's got to be filled. Well, my neighbor next door scored the 2-bedroom. So today I was talking to a gentleman who was talking about that. She says, oh, manager's really going to be working her ass off. She's got a 3-bedroom to take care of. Her dad's sick, and he can't do much. She's got a 1-bedroom to take care of, and then she's got something else she's got to do. The rumor has she's trying to get rid of the local town drunk. Meanwhile, I looked at my neighbor today. She's like sister to me, too. I said, congrats. She said, thanks. She says, I'll try to be quiet throughout the day. I put my sign on the door, right? Well, anyways, my other neighbor comes, oh, I'm going out. Okay. I'm like, really? Seems I have a feeling you're going to abandon your cars and let the manager take care of your junk. Well, if I have to, I have to, but I have to be out by tomorrow. So apparently, she delivered me this and showed me her dog's son. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. She's completely wasted, hammered. I'm sorry, I didn't see the sign that says sleeping. Yeah, I mean, literally, the only one that can break the sleeping sign completely is the Zoe. If she's around. Chloe, of course, yeah, well, anyways, I got to charge the radio up, so give me a second. So, basically, as a prepper, you got to ask, rant time it is, 50%. As a prepper, you got to ask yourself, will this damn bridge affect you? Ask, Zoe lives on the island. It's our little island, so Zoe can explain in the comment how she thinks that this bridge collapse can affect her groceries. Sorry about that, peeps. I was trying to fix my radio so I could charge some more. Okay, so now how is this going to affect groceries? Okay, now I'm not going to misconstrue it. I want to get through this cleanly as possible so Higgins does it. You need to start thinking of us as a large family. No, because frankly, I live on a small island, and no one gives a shit on a small island unless it's about profits. A large family, I don't consider family. Look, here's how I see the whole country, okay, Higgins? If you want me to rant, here you go. You get my 10-cent show today, okay? The 10-cent show, 10 bits, okay? I could give you the dollar show, but you wouldn't listen anyways. Thing is, country's fucking divided. Doesn't matter if we consider ourselves a whole family. No one does. No one does. As a family, first you got to think about dropping all the selfishness, me, I crap, and basically do it as a whole. The whole country pulls together. Then we're reckoned as a sight. Now, we're on an island, okay? Most people think of it as profits, okay? But we have planes coming in, ferries coming in, trucks coming in, milk coming in. I mean, look, people literally bring in the daily essentials. They also get contracts to bring in other things, okay? So, my contact is someone like certain redneck hilljack goons or the Republicans are posting this crap. It's fear, okay? It's literally fear. So he says, oh, well, I was going to say Amazon because that's what, look, I use Target too, but you don't see Target. Look, the pandemic is better, okay? This is what they're trying to do. They're trying to stoke fear so you go suck at the Amazon. Look, for all we know, Amazon could have paid someone to blow up the pylon, hypothetically, okay? And the ship thing, and now Amazon's going to make more money. I mean, think Target, some company. I mean, think of it. Walmart, for example. What I meant was larger than them. It's all the economy. No, it isn't. The economy is almost 40,000 and Dow Jones, okay? It's going by hyper greed or super greed. So to me, it doesn't affect. You're probably thinking because it's it doesn't affect me at all because I don't give a shit. You see, when someone fucking worries all about their finances, no one gives a shit, okay? What they need to think about is, look, country's divided. Why is it divided? It's because fucking Peckerwoods. Country's divided because of Peckerwoods. If we all pulled together and we're one nation, one voice, yeah, then we're reckoned with. But we're divided. We got the Republicans and the Democrats. Anyway, look at it. They can't agree to disagree, agree to disagree, disagree to agree. They literally got to basically block everything. Okay, so to me, my argument is this: shipping is not going to delay. What are we going to be seeing? Delay. People, warehouses bring in plenty of supplies. Okay, look, Seattle's got Dairy Gold, has organic farmers, has organic butchers, slaughterhouses. We will not run out of meats. Even Zoe will tell you this. Zoe will literally clearly say we won't. We have organic meat suppliers. Then he says, what the hell is this? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get it, okay? So what the fuck are you? Ah, well, let's see. I'll have to converse with him about that. He sent me a PDF. Let me save that PDF. All right, so my other gripe is Chloe got paid early. She's all paranoid that it's her last payment, so she's literally screaming at me about how she got paid early, and yet I didn't get paid at all yet. So let me just close this out. Son of a freaking... I hate when this freaking does this. Here we go. Seems like everything around affects our pricing. Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, the problem is do you think the shipping collapse is going to be a big burden to us, as in people? Because apparently by Higgins standards, it's going to. So, I mean, I'd love to have a debate with her tomorrow because of Easter, but my point is it's almost 7 o'clock, so I'm running a little behind the schedule again, but my point is I love all of you, okay? But does this affect me? No, it doesn't. Will it affect me? No, it won't. What will affect me? Nothing. Yeah. What will affect me is price you must pay for living degree. Yeah, exactly. See, so basically, he's worried about his groceries. Okay, look. If you look up, first the research project you got to do is before you go buy the Republicans' fear tactics of countries going down the shitter. A lot of people have been emailing me this, not just Higgins, and it comes back to, are you going to tackle this? I wasn't going to tackle the bridge collapse. It doesn't affect me as a prepper. Prepping doesn't affect me as it does, but the problem is, how am I going to prep? So my point is, as a ranter, what am I thinking about? Simple. I'm thinking about future. Does it affect us? No. Why won't it affect us? Because we don't need to. How come it won't affect us? Because frankly, everyone's living in fear tactic. That barge has chemicals on it. There are other means. The trucks will be exactly. I mean, look. If you look at the bridge, okay, so it transported cars across 1.6 miles. Okay, it's a 1.6 mile bridge, okay? Let me put it this way. A lot of people were bitching back then about, the economy is going to be hurting around the nation because the I-5 floating bridge sunk. Someone left the hatch open and it sank. Yeah, so think about it. Go Google that one. The point is it isn't going to affect us that much. It's one stinking bridge. They can reroute everything. Literally, look. The U.S. military supposedly uses trains to transport toxic waste and nuclear waste across country. Boeing sends their fuselages on trains. It's worked so far, right? Excuse me 1 second. Got to use the can. Might be 2 seconds. All right, peeps, I'm back. So let's close this off with final part of the rant. If you do your damn research, you will know Baltimore may be a major shipping hub, but it ain't a major hub for. If you know who wants to argue, I have a bridge to sell him. Yes, okay. So basically, here's the deal. All right, if you do your own research, okay, and you say Zoe used to live in Chicago. Okay, she moved out here. Okay, I live out here. Okay, Dad. I messaged him. He said it doesn't affect him. So it doesn't even affect his produce selling ability. See, they ship their produce by train to the main warehouse, and the warehouse from the train it goes to truck. From truck it gets to the warehouse. So think of how it works, okay? So the American people turn around. They're like, oh, the economy's going to go bad. Yeah, if you want to believe in fear tactics. Thing is, you got to do research. What is being shipped outside Pennsylvania or Baltimore? First of all, I don't know. You see, most of the stuff from China comes in on the China Express from the East Coast, L.A., San Diego, Portland, Seattle, etc., Alaska. Think about it. Sometimes Japan ships stuff. It goes from Japan to Alaska to the mainland of Canada. I mean, literally, we're all in a major network, right? They're like, oh, the supply chains are going to be really. Look, you got to ask yourself a couple questions here before you go into paranoid foolery mode. It's foolery to think about being paranoid, but you are. You got to look at your Amazon wish list, okay? You got to look at your Amazon Buy It Again program. And then you look at the big picture, and I'm not liking this, but I'm going to try this. Yeah, see, I hate fucking fine cut. This says long cut, right? Look how it's long, right? This is real long cut, right? This stuff should reuse a can of mine, but anywho. Let me put it to you this way. As a prepper, people sit there and they worry. All right. They're like, oh, we need to worry about our shipping delays. I'll tell you what we need to worry about, not our shipping delays. Excuse me for a minute. I think my medicine's kicking my ass again. I gotta use the toilet again. Oh. All right. I hope this is the last time I have to dump for now. My bowels have been really acting up today, so I apologize. To sit down, I have to get up. Sit down, I have to get up. Okay. So rant today is about sitting up, getting up, getting up. I mean, I can feel it basically working and stuff. I feel completely like compressed gas right now, actually. So this video is unscripted, as you guys know, but as my rant continues, you got to ask yourself, oh God, This ain't diarrhea. I guarantee you it ain't diarrhea. It's just, I don't know what it is. Gaseous bloatus. I just wish it would all come out at once. Instead of making me feel like a corked up cheese pizza. It's one of those nights, you know. Coffee, no problem. You piss it out. Mac and cheese, no problem. You know, mac and cheese pizza. Good pizza. Yeah. Yeah, well, technically I'd like to get this rant done so I can move along today 2 more minutes. There we go. Oh, all right. Okay, now I get to finish this rant. So you preppers out there worried about shipping delays. Okay, yeah, I can basically feel you. Fortunately, there you go, feeling a lot better now. So basically, preppers out there need to realize that you're worried about stuff, right? Oh, well, it affects, no, it doesn't affect your economy. Look, if you're like Dinky or Corey or Zoe, you'll realize you go to the grocery store, you look on a milk, right? The milk says, oh, Pleasant, California. So it was basically the headquarters is in California. But because they have connections with dairy farmers across country, they could put their own cartons out and have the company ship it that way. Think about it. So basically, it ain't manufactured because if they did, the other thing is they put in refrigerated milk cars on trains and send it up and then be pumped out. I mean, look, there's many ways to transport your milk. You ain't gonna run out of milk. Toilet paper, paper towels, you order that all the time, you'll know that ain't gonna be delayed in Baltimore. Another thing is you got to look at what is the supply and demand going through Baltimore. I mean, once you realize the supply and demand going through Baltimore by ship, they can reroute it. I mean, literally, another tactic, scare tactic. I mean, literally, you got. Oh, look, let me put it this way. If you're that freaking worried, okay, here's an advice I would give, okay, if you're that worried. Rotate your food out, eat it down, replace it with fresh. Plain and simple. I've been rotating my food out and eating things down, but the point is yeah, well, apparently I'm not going to even click on anything, okay? So yeah. So I wanted to tell you that. So basically, I love all of you, as you guys know. I am like I said, I was looking for my candies. Yep. I was looking for my candies. I was looking for my candies. So technically, cinnamon Santas. Ooh, yes. No, I don't want cinnamon lollipops. I want cinnamon bears. All right, cinnamon cubes. I mean, come on. All right, so my rant is, unless it affects me specifically, I don't care. That's the thing. You guys are paranoid about some stock markets going through the roof. That tells you right there. The stock market's fine. No one's gonna hurt. What's he worried about? Stock market plummeting to zero, and then we have a national crisis because the bridge collapses. I mean, come on. One stinking bridge collapses. People are saying it's a cyber attack. Others saying it's a lost power. I don't know what it is. We're never going to know. You got one lady who basically on a Republican show telling stuff that doesn't exist. I mean, look, she's basically feeding the audience because she's getting a paycheck by basically going on a Republican's show. Yeah, see, I'm talking third person, so I don't have to basically explain it. And then I got to find out why I'm getting. Yeah. Still sick, by the way, 50% better, but you get the idea, right? Ugh. No wonder why this stuff turns me off. It's got no flavor. Yeah, it's always probably this clump's really bad too. That's why I don't like it. I remember Chloe used to buy it from me all the time. She's like, "Oh, would you like this? Oh, this works." Yeah. You gotta put in a big old glob of chaw in there just to make it work. So basically, let me tell you something. All right, a lot of people buy stuff and sell stuff on eBay, right? Because of it, buy stuff, sell stuff on eBay, right? They usually ship it USPS unless you get lucky and get free UPS 2 day shipping or 1 day or at FedEx 2 or 1 day, right? So technically the problem is what are you doing? Oh well, Amazon. Amazon, look. You go to your buy it again program, okay? Let me tell you how you do this. All right. You go to your buy it again program, okay? I'm not gonna be here all night. Zoe's got to take a nap. I got to do with other things too. So let me just browsing history, okay? Say I want to buy one of these little computers that Higgins sent me a link to, right? Says it'll be shipped by Thursday of next week. See, Thursday. I mean, literally, Higgins said, one time, I guess computers are the exemption for, if it's food, they'll delay it months, but if it's electronics, they won't delay it. Okay, this says it will be delivered by Friday if I order one. So currently, let me see. I don't want this. I asked Higgins to find out if the Celeron processor will run will run the Elder Scrolls Online, the Celeron J4025. You know what? I might just Google that while we're talking so I can cut him out of the gift card, see? Celeron J425. So basically, it doesn't say anything. Yeah. An Intel i5 or is equivalent. Well, I was looking at something today and I thought, how about we try to get a Ryzen 5? I mean, they're on sale, right? Laptop. I should tell Higgins I'm looking for a 17.3-inch laptop, if I have to run it on the specifics. Okay. Fortunately, let's see. So this one here, what is the Celeron's processing speed? Do they even tell you what it is? Celeron runs 2.0 to 2.9 with boost. Okay, so it's 2.0. See, I'm going to have Higgins look it up. Let him, maybe he can do it. Anyways, let me see. Can it run Skyrim? I just want to see. Can it run Skyrim? So this is So basically, it's saying you can't. Yeah, you can run 141 of the top 1,000 games on it. Well, maybe I should have Higgins. Yeah. Anyway, so this says it can be shipped April 6th. Okay, so 6 days, right? So I was looking at some measuring glasses. Actually, I was looking for an actual measuring. Um, I was looking for Pyrex. And I was like, I need some Pyrex, and I was looking at that, but we'll get to the shipping thing in a minute, okay? So let's go over to buy it again, okay? I just want to see. So say I want to buy coffee. Oh, here. Oh, yeah, the buy it again says right there. They fixed it. So now I can say, so delivery, April 1st. Oh, sorry, April 3rd, April 3rd, April 3rd, April 3rd, April 3rd. Toilet paper, paper towels, April 2nd. If I order right now, but hold on. So everything's set for April 3rd or 2nd. See, so then again, Higgins says, oh, well, you better stock up now when you can. Maybe. Maybe not, you see. The thing is, will it affect us? We don't know. Why should it affect us? We don't know. Do you think it'll affect us? Have no clue. So, maybe I'll give Higgins a ring tonight. Maybe not. I should email him, at least tell him what the parameters of the project is. But my point is when it comes to let's check on something else. Okay, so Chloe is demanding, okay, to get that game run. Unfortunately, currently, see, you can't run you can run it barely on an app on Silver. Oh, Ryzen's there's a Ryzen 3, which they say, what's an i5 equivalent? See, that's the thing. Well, what is it? Higgins would know. So, I could always, you know what? I'm gonna Google it. What is an i5 and what is an i5 equivalent of AMD Ryzen's? Okay, so the Ryzen 5. All right, so some number grading scheme: Ryzen 5, Ryzen 7, Ryzen 9. All right, so this runs on a Ryzen 3. So silver. Let's see, Athlon silver and gold. Let's see, silver, J45, 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 J45. So apparently they're putting in Ryzen's and laptops, but not desktops. I don't know. Actually, here's a Ryzen 3. Can they actually increase that to Ryzen 5, or are they offering? I could probably look at Dell and find something cheap or an all-in-one. That's what I wanted. But maybe I will. Let me go look, just because I can, and talk to you. So basically, that's the thing. People are not having a problem when it comes to computers. So a Ryzen 3, hold on, Ryzen 5. Let's see, right? Oh no, that's a Ryzen 7. What if we want a Ryzen 5? Yeah, let me just check. Okay, $699. So you're basically looking at $699. Yeah, Higgins is like, oh, go with an Intel. Yeah, if you have the money. The problem is, let me just tell you the story, okay? When you're buying a computer, and you're using it for basic tasks, then it doesn't matter what price you pay. You're just happy to get a computer, right? That was my whole point with Higgins. Okay, doesn't matter if you're buying a Chrome box, that's what I call a mini PC, or you're buying a laptop, right? Now, say I'm looking for a laptop. I think it's this one, right? I saw a deal on a laptop recently. Unfortunately, Chloe, of course, was Chloe was like, oh, I told her part of my rant today was Chloe can't make a decision, right? She's like, well, you can do what you wish, right? Yeah, if I get permission. Saying do what I wish means yeah, go ahead and do what you want, but to me, I'm So this is $279. Okay, it's up to a Snapdragon, whatever Snapdragon, and probably a Chromebook. Windows S mode. I hate Windows S mode. So to pay more, you gotta pay. I hate Windows S mode. Let's just move up. Here we go. $279 for this. Runs Intel Xe graphics. Okay, hold on. $299. This is one I think I saw with the AMD. I think this is a Ryzen 7 mobile. So yeah. So apparently laptops are cheaper. Yes, for gaming. So $279. Okay. If it's $279 for an i3, okay. I'm gonna do the Higgins thing here, and let's just increase it to i5. He's like, oh, you need an i5 minimum. Okay. $349. Okay, so you can get an i5 $349. What do you get with an with this? I'm just looking. You get 8 gigs of RAM. What if I want to increase it to? So it's 5. So 8 gigs standard. So it'll run the operating system. Your hard drive is your storage. They force you with 512. Wow. So if you want a terabyte, you got to go with an i7. You see, Dell's forcing you to take the cheaper price if you want. Well, we want AMD. Let's just go click on AMD just for fun. Ryzen 5, $299, cheaper than the Intel. Same bit of RAM, 8 gigs, 512 hard drive, so everything is the same. The only difference is the 512, which means it can hold the game and the operating system. And it's a Windows Home standard with the AMD graphics chip, which will take 2 gigs of RAM right off the top. So trust me, I know the Radeon. Now my desktop's got 64 gigs of RAM, so I've allocated 6 gigs directly to the video chip. So fortunately, we don't know what an AMD processor can do with the game. I have not figured it out. Some say it's basically RAM, others say it's something else, but we're not here to talk about computers, okay? So basically, the bottom line is, hold on a sec. Yeah. There we go. The bottom line is, Chloe wants this game to be run. We're gonna have to get a system that's gonna run it. We're gonna have to pay the price to get it repaired. So we're gonna pay. Apparently, there's a guy who wants $75 an hour to repair things. So it's either I get parts, games, or whatever. Right now, my current game is this. Like I said, Fae Farm, really good, love it. I'm getting ready to play it soon. That's why you guys can see me vanish for the rest of the night. That's why Higgins is like, oh, I can't sleep days. Yeah, I can. I'm doing a duck tomorrow, defrosted, by the way. No Easter edition unless I'm in the mood, by the way. But my rant goes to, again, fear tactics. I mean, look, we're in an election year. Everyone's panicking. They're not going to get a look. This bridge, unless the government, hypothetically, allegedly, I'm going to use that word, decides to basically delay shipping for everything to make it Biden's fault. I mean, look, the government needs to see it for what it is, okay? You got all these paranoid people, okay? They're all, oh, Biden did this or did that. No, he didn't do jack shit, okay? He did not do anything, all right? We paid, what, whatever it is, $1 trillion or more. I'm not going to give you numbers. I don't want to basically miss. But supposedly we paid for an infrastructure plan that would rebuild bridges. Maybe this bridge was tied. Maybe hypothetically conspiratorial. The company that owns the boat was paid off to kill their crew, to change the GPS maybe, and to run into this thing because the city of Baltimore wanted a free bridge. I mean, literally, the stock market is almost 40,000 points. I don't think we're going to have any damn problems with the economy, okay? The economy is doing good. No one's going to complain about the fucking economy, okay? Higgins can, but it doesn't affect us. I mean, look, let me put it this way. This is my gripe, okay? If you know your toilet paper is coming from Baltimore, you need to worry about it. If you're worried your chili or your mac and cheese or ramen, your ranch dressing is coming from Baltimore, then you worry. Otherwise, Amazon's got a fleet of trucks, a fleet of boats, or not boats, sorry, can't miscommunicate that. A fleet of planes, hubs everywhere. They're not going to be hurting at all. Literally. And Walmart, they usually, Target and Walmart usually ships from their warehouses, but they also sometimes ship from stores. So think about it. Costco, their main headquarters is in Kirkland. They always rotate stuff in and out. Everything comes in from the, And we have the biggest train network and biggest hub in Iowa, I believe it is, or Nebraska, one of the two train hubs that switches in. I mean, did a train bridge collapse? No. So they can reroute things with no damn trouble. You're not going to be worried about your products coming in. I mean, literally. Besides that, our slaughterhouses are in Kansas City and in Kansas. I mean, what's that tell you, people? I can go on and on and on and on and on about this. It's not going to affect us that much. I mean, it might affect the central people in the Midwest, like Higgins. But it's something you got to do. Besides that, if I was Higgins, I'd eat up all the chicken soup before it goes bad. 3 years of chicken soup. I think it's time for you to eat it down before you rotate it out. That's how you rotate and buy, you see. Yeah. Me, I might do cream corn with my duck tomorrow just because. But my point is the American people do not need to fear. It doesn't affect us. I mean, literally. You want to know what affects us? Being a divided country. Yeah, that affects us more. One side wants to prep and worry. Another side wants to sit there and say all is good. You know what? Let me tell you something. You got the government trying to pass a bill on the backs of the taxpayers, apparently, to fund 512 to 1 gig high-speed internet in the next 5 years in rural communities. Yeah. Literally. And yet they're taking away the ACP program, which, unless you go and spend $15 for your phone, that doesn't affect you much. You just got to downsize your phone. Big deal. But a lot of people don't want to downsize. They want to freaking use their smartphone for everything. Sit on their butts. I mean, so many people. When I grew up, the phone was used for one damn purpose. It was used to make telephone calls, not to click on something, and order a pizza. Back in the day, the old bag phone was with me, and the brick phone, and the classic block phone. We'd use that in the cars, in the trucks, in the vans to order pizzas. That's what it was used for. Driving down the road, plugged into the cigarette lighter. Yo, we're driving. Okay, speakerphone for it. No problem. Nowadays, back in the day, you could tell a wealthy person from a poor person by driving down the road. A lot of them, the wealthy, had their antennas on their cars, knowing they had a cell phone. And a lot of people wanted to boost their phones back then. But if they were mounted, bag phones, they were easier. Transportable phones, easier. Nowadays, it's not easier. See where I'm going with this, people? Now, think about it, my friends. What am I having for dinner? I think I'll do ramen tonight. I'm just too damn lazy. I had 2 days mac and cheese. So ramen tonight. Turkey, not turkey, duck tomorrow. Might do a turkey next week. Why? Because I can, and because I should, and because I would. You see, as a prepper, you got to think outside the damn box. Remember, deals are coming. Oh, which reminds me, I haven't even checked to see if there's any deals. Store's closed tomorrow, so can't go to that one anyways. But let's see Safeway for a second. Safeway! Not that it matters. I ain't getting any deals until after payday anyways. So sign in, look at the daily ads, sign out. Here we go, weekly ad. Prime rib. See, they're doing prime rib again, I think. Or is that pork roast? See, can't even tell anymore. 97 cents for a ham. See, not bad. $6.97 for a rib roast. Yeah, it's not bad. I think we paid $4.97 at Christmas time, so it went up $2. See? Yep, that's a rib roast. Rib roast and ham. Wouldn't mind a ham myself, but you can get a deal on a ham after Christmas. Yeah. I was gonna send Zoe in Monday if I meet with Zoe and have her pick me up a ham, so I have extra ham, ham. But I got turkey legs too, or chicken legs cooked too. So you see, But my point is I love all of you. You need to quit living in fear. I mean, look, you got too many people basically forecasting fear tactics on every MSN or mainstream media supposedly about dictatorships. I mean, look, it isn't over till the fat lady sings, okay? So don't live in fear. Plain and simple. Just think about it. Now, I can speculate till the cows come home why the bridge blew up, but maybe it was weak design back then. No one knows when it was. Well, people do know. I just don't know when it. It could have happened to you, to a bridge near you. Said it happened in Baltimore. Again, you got all these people saying, "Oh, you better stockpile Amazon." No. I mean, literally, it'd be like saying, Uniden scanners are going to be hard to get a hold of because the shipping. Unidin's out of Texas, so they'll ship out of Texas. You think Uniden, they'll just load on a 2-day truck and send it up to you, or 3 days. That barge has chemicals on it. There are other means. The trucks will be rerouted. Exactly. You see, and if everyone's worried about the Baltimore harbor being plugged up with shipping containers, I mean, look, the argument 18 months ago to 3 years ago was we didn't have enough truck chassis. If the companies decided to take and allocate some of the steel that we have in this country and start manufacturing, say 1 million truck chassis, so that, and you make 1 million new Peterbilts, Mack trucks, or Peterbilt, Mack, or that other brand. Yeah, I can't remember offhand. Volvo. Then, so you make, say, 350,000 Volvos, 350 Mack trucks, and 350 Peterbilts, and 1 million truck chassis, you wouldn't have any problems moving crap around. You have 1 million new jobs. Truckers would be busy. They would be transporting the goods, rerouting the goods, and we wouldn't have this problem. That's the problem is other people are making it a problem. When it ain't a problem, you can solve this problem. More trucks, more chassis, done deal. And we have enough ships that can move up and down canals and rivers and lakes. Why not just reroute them to a different hub? I mean, second problem with this whole trucking fiasco, is, our shipping supplies, yes. We got train yards. Ship more stuff by train. Let the trucks pick it up. More truck chassis and more semis. Problem fixed. Another thing is, you want to give more jobs to people? Find out along the rivers, build river ports along the way. Wide enough rivers, build enough ports, and reroute them to new ports. New York, New Jersey, Georgia, the Carolinas, Florida, Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, wherever, there's water, boats can get there, it's a done deal. Why are we worried about this? We're only worried because someone posted it on the news, put fear in it. Now, if the stock market goes down, then you got to worry. But if the stock market keeps going up, you don't have to worry. Plain and simple. Think about it. Everyone knows this. Thing is there's ways of fixing it. The American people would get off their butts and quit being glued to streaming services and their phones and what the news is telling them, the fear of them. They could sit down as a community at the dinner table as a family and sit there and basically turn around and say, look, I mean, literally. I mean, every problem could be solved with a sit down at the dinner table and say, how can we fix this as a country? You can even write it down on paper. I mean, literally, you can build more, you buy more trucks and chassis. You can put in more ports. You can put in bigger train hubs so trains can basically divert stuff from East Coast to West Coast. I mean, literally, you can buy more airplanes and from Boeing or Airbus and cargo transport stuff. I mean, it isn't the end of the world. It's not like China one day is going to turn around and cut us all off because we're the biggest consumer of Chinese crap. No, they're not going to cut us off. You see, the thing is, you got to sit there and think. Politicians these days, if you sit there and you're either a Democrat or a Republican, and you sit there and you believe in your own party, they can't even get off their ass and do what is right for the country. And yet, I just gave you alternatives right there to fix things. Think about it. How to fix things. Yeah. Simple, easy peasy. But no, most people don't even have the common sense to sit there and think about it. That's the problem we have in this damn day and age. No one has the common sense to pound sand down a rat hole. Think about it. There's ways of fixing things. Am I worried? No. What am I worried about? Country being divided in two. Because you got the Republicans saying one thing and the Democrats saying another. As you all know, Pee Wee knows this, Higgins knows this, Zoe knows this, my moderating team knows this. I don't believe in either party because they can't do it in them. Think about it. You know, someone says, oh, aren't you worried about the ACP? Why? I'm not getting the internet discount. Never signed up for it. Didn't care for it. My phone is Lifeline. Runs out, it runs out. Oh, message. Oh, yeah, Keybank. Yeah, I tried doing a check earlier for money. Apparently, Chloe got paid early. She thinks it's because it's her last payment and her paperwork didn't go in. She just went to Social Security. They said it's all fine. So they increased her food stamps to $313. Big deal. Well, truthfully, I don't know how she did that, but it is beyond me. All right. So the American people need to realize, you got to think outside the box. Yeah. So I am going to log off soon, but you get my point. 3 arguments, 3 rants. One was Chloe can't make a damn decision. Fine and dandy. I'll talk to her on the radio soon. Computers, that is not a rant anymore. Third, and the first rant was, we're living in fear. I'm not going to live in fear. I mean, look, let me just tell you, I got my electric bill again. I was supposed to be lower priced right now. Everyone else around me has got their electric subsidies covered. Me, I'm still waiting. And they're like, oh, it might be 3 months from now. Oh, there's no money. Really? Good to know. See, I know things before anyone else does. I'm tied into the people that know things. And I know things too. I'm going to look at my intel. The bridge, they can divert everything to another hub. They can divert it by train, plane, and bus. They can divert it by train, plane, bus, and truck. Are we worried? No. Is Higgins worried? Maybe. But Higgins should. Because unless his daily supplies that he's buying from Walmart, Target, Amazon, Costco. I don't think he goes to Costco, but Sam's Club. Yeah. Then you got to think outside the box. Now, what am I going to do? Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get my radio. I'm going to pour me a cup of coffee. I'm going to finish this rant. I don't like this tobacco. I'll go with cherry soon again. I'll get a can tomorrow, I think. That'll be my daily walk before I cook the duck. I may or may not be online. I think my duck needs to cook for about 2.5 hours tomorrow. But Point is, don't live in fear. Plain and simple. Preppers out there, let me put it this way. 3 years ago, there was a paranoid pandemic, okay? A pandemic of massive proportions. What happened? Tell you what happened. People were stockpiling everything, right? Government was giving stimulus checks. Nowadays, I hear, are we getting another stimulus check? No. Economy's crappy. Yeah. Economy's crappy if you want to make it crappy. Now, if you don't want to make it crappy, you make it work for yourself. I mean, literally, plain and simple. Yeah. Think about it. I love all of you. And I don't live in fear. I fear it. I fear nothing. Here we go. Dell laptop, Ryzen 8 gigs of RAM. How big is the hard drive? 512. Yeah, that'd hold the game easy. Yeah, there's a mini fridge on sale too. See, I've been trying to tell Higgins and backup refrigerator mini fridge, but again, it is what it is. All right. So my electric bill is $141. That gets paid shortly, so I can use the heat for another month. Currently, it is 51 degrees. I've been wearing a sweatshirt until it gets really cold. Then I turn the heater on at night. But usually, it depends on where I'm gaming. I've been playing my games in my office or out here. Right now, it's on the TV. I'm enjoying myself. So, doggy's happy. Got ramen ready to go for tonight's supper. What more can I complain about? It's simple. Unless my ramen goes down in price. I mean, literally. Let's look at basic chicken and beef ramen, just out of curiosity. So, are you, Chan? Wow. Beef ramen went up in price too. Wow. Chicken's up there in price. Wow. Think about that. Roast chicken's up there. Wow, ramen's in price again. I guess people realize ramen's, we're having, some people say, oh, do you support this? Do you support that? No. Problem is I'm not going to support a company, that thinks they can, now if Amazon starts to get delays, that's a different story. Right now, plain and simple. Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it, my friends. What I would worry about is nothing. Yeah, zilch. Here's how I see things, okay? You believe in the Lord, God will get you through it. You don't need to worry. Give it to God. God wants to delay your shipping, He'll delay it. Preppers out there, they're basically in panic mode again. This is how the companies turn around and they do things. I mean, look, 3 years ago, we were in fear that, Biden's going to be president and we better prep and get prepped and prepare prep and do prep and do prep and do this. And we prepped. What happened? Nothing. Nothing happened. I remember Sister Pee-wee, love Pee-wee, by the way, saying that we're going to all be rounded up. Biden's president and turned into rail cars, concentration camps. That didn't happen. There's a beer in there, several beers, but I ain't touching it. Why? Because people were fearing then. We're not cattle cars 3 years later. This is just fear tactics. Everyone's doing fear tactics. Me? Let me tell you how I see it. Preppers are going to turn around. They're going to start making prepping videos. Supply chain demands are going to happen. I mean, look, one of the people I subscribe to has been talking about doom and gloom for 15 years. Hasn't happened yet, people. My main concern for you all as preppers is you prep just in case. I mean, look. Remember what I said last week when we were arguing about computers? Mom and pop might not be able to afford everything under the sun, so they got to buy what they can afford. That's the main thing. I mean, look. Let me tell you. There's an expiration date on food. There's an expiration date on everything we own. I've come to the realization that my doggy Moppy is not immortal. Yeah. I've come to a realization that nothing is immortal. Yeah, people are preserving things like games through emulation so people can play them new generation. People like us, Super NES may or may not work. Battery may work, but how many times can you change the battery out? How many times do you find it? Someone can make a killing just off of battery replacements. Start a little battery factory, replace all the batteries, you make a killing off it. Think of it. The reason the government and everyone else, when the company basically, a lot of people say, does the companies care for emulation? I don't think so, because frankly, if they did, they would basically produce their games for every damn console so they could keep making the money to lock it in. Instead, games from the NES, Super NES, Atari era, Neo Geo, uh, stuff like that, as long as they're on a future system, emulation's impossible. But once the emulation isn't, because of games that aren't old, then you can't emulate them. Then they say, oh, well, you have to own the game. Yeah, you can own the original game. What if the original game doesn't work? Then what? Apparently, there's a gray area somewhere. But my point is, as a prepper, you got to ask yourself, what are they doing? They're causing fear for you to stockpile. So then you can go out and stockpile more crap, spend more of your hard-earned money, and then in the end, companies get richer. Maybe a company set this up so they can get richer. Meanwhile, maybe other companies work together secretly in a cabal, to basically cripple a bridge so these companies can make more money off the citizens. Have you ever thought about that? I mean, literally. Point is, you got to think outside the box. I mean, literally. I mean, I know people, okay, I'm not going to say who, but there was a lady I knew through a friend who was so paranoid, they took like, $5,000 or $10,000 of cash out several years ago, worried about the economy. Nothing happened. Think about it. Now I'm going to finish this coffee, and then I got to use the toilet, and so I will bid you farewell, but you guys get the idea. Do not live in fear. Fear will control you. Fear will make you do rash things. You need to have a clear, calm mind. Clear, calm mind. Like me, I just did some rash. I grabbed him again. Sing. I'm a doggy, I'm a doggy, I'm a doggy, look at me. Look how cute he is. I mean, I love this little guy. You know what I love the most about him right now? Every night I go to bed, right? And every night he comes to me. And every night he sleeps next to me the whole night. Then he wakes me up in the morning, shrieking in my ear when someone knocks on the door. And he's like, oh, look, another doggy. Yeah, cute little dog, little pup. But you know what? This is a pup too, in my opinion. A little pupper here. What's up, huh? This means more to me than anything in the world, my friends. I love him. I love my doggy. My doggy loves me. Look how precious he is. That's why I call him Precious. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can have duck. I get the duck. No, the duck's mine. Maybe I'll give you a little sliver of duck. How's your water? Is it? Yeah. Really? Oh, you got water in there. So, for all of you guys, I hope you guys have a blessed evening. And I hope you have a great time. By the way, Zoe, if you're still watching this, I'm eating your popsicles, so don't worry. They're not going to waste. I actually had like 6 of them last night. I actually do it while I'm waiting for dinner. I eat 3 of them and then eat 3 more later, during the night. Yeah. So, for some of you out there, pricing you must pay for living in a great place. No, I don't think so, yes. Anywho. So, I'm going to log off. Game time. And maybe I'll call Higgins. Maybe I won't. Just depends. Probably not. I want to wish you all a happy Easter. And be safe. Be happy. Jesus has resurrected. John 3:16, 5:24, and 6:47. If you believe in him, you won't perish, but will have everlasting life. There you have it. He rise, and he's in heaven waiting for us to come to him. So, that said, thanks for watching, everyone. And I might do an Easter edition tomorrow, may not. Thank you. If you like my content, please add a gift card. Send it to me at San Juan Island Prepper at AOL.com or San Juan Island Prepper at Yahoo.com. You can send me a gift card. That way, for Amazon or Target or eBay, much appreciative if you like my content. Rest of you, thanks for watching. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestion, hit the like, subscribe button. Hold some fun for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs, your service bunnies. Thanks for watching. God bless you in everything you do.